paper, you could make an argument this could be the biggest game of this opening weekend with two ranked teams and with Richmond, who took Penn to overtime last year in the tournament.
And if you're Maryland, you kind of really like that, actually. You want to get tested in the early stages of the season, because when you get towards Big Ten play later parts of the season, you want to have that experience under belt. You want to have some quality wins going forward. And it's always good to kind of see what you have and get a real good test and a great opponent that can show you what you have in your team in the early goings.
Luke Weirman wins the face-off, and we are underway here in the 2023 lacrosse season. Weirman was fantastic last season for Maryland, Big Ten special, who will give it off to Joe Sheridan, the freshman. Sheridan's going to work his way in, going to pass that off. Long pass comes from Madonna, and it's picked up by McNaney. Long pass from McNaney, going to give it up to Geppert. Geppert's going to take it, shoot it, and score. And the first goal of the year for Maryland is scored by the LSM, John Geppert.
Now, say what you will about Geppert on that play. That was an incredible run all the way down the field. But this is also what makes Logan McNaney such a good goalkeeper. You see the way he makes the save right away, instantly gets rid of the ball to the guy streaking down the field, and it turns into a goal in 5 seconds. That's one of the most important aspects of a goalie, is someone that can clear the ball quickly and effectively. You saw Richmond had no time to get back into position. Maryland with an easy break. And that's just a fantastic shot. You can't really do much better than that with the top cheddar.
Geppert, he's no stranger to scoring. He had 5 goals last year. We will head down to the face-off. We're going to say that a lot today. Brett Makar is as good as it gets in the country on on-ball defense. Spinning around is Young, their top returning scorer. He's going to try to get loose. His shot goes just wide, but a whistle. It's going to go Maryland's way. A crease violation there for Young. Let's take another look.
You see, this is a pretty good move by Young. He has that advantage on him, and that was a good move to take him behind the goal. That's really the most vulnerable position.
This is Murphy. There on the far side, cutting in. Nice move, and scoring is Owen Murphy, his first on the year. And there's a lot of pressure on him, and he has delivered.
Well, Maryland had the matchup they wanted from behind with Brennan, but it was Murphy that got the better of the long pole here, and that's just a testament of how good Maryland is offensively. That's just a nice face dodge by Murphy, coming from his left side over back to the right side. Gets around where the pole can't get that trail check, and that's a great finish.
So smooth there by the junior Murphy, finding the back of the net to make it 2-0 Maryland. Back to the face-off circle we go, and Weirman, he's got it. His second win and his third. This is Maltz taking it behind the net. He's going to turn to the front, a pass across, and it's in again. It's Brandon Urksa with the goal, and it's 3-0.
This is just incredible recognition by this Maryland offense. They see that they have that matchup. We've already talked about that a couple times. You have the short stick on you behind the goal. They see that, and that Maryland, they know that that long pole is going to slide over right there because they see that the short stick's in trouble. When they slide over, that's an easy dunk pass, and just a really good finish, but flawless execution by Maryland right there.
Daniel Maltz had 17 points last year, picking up an assist there on a great pass. And Maryland side, this Maryland defense, nothing comes easy against them. This is Aiden O'Neill giving it to Sheridan. Sheridan coming through and scoring. A flag is thrown, but it's the freshman's first goal, and Richmond are on the board.
And Maryland did their job there defensively. That's just a better shot by Sheridan. You can see the way the short stick DEM, your one job right here is not to let him into the middle. A little bit of a push off to the inside. The slide's a little bit late getting over there, just giving just that eeny bit of separation for Sheridan right there, and he does the rest. Weirman, if you're Maryland.
A lot of pressure on Weirman. He flicks that right to himself, easy as it looks there. So there's a new year straining, I'm sure, for Richmond to have the ball that long, get some really quality looks, but they just could not find the back of the net. This is Urksa, a pass across, Murphy, long shot, goal. For Maryland, it took 20 seconds, but Richmond could not do in about 3 minutes, and it's 4-1.
Well, good defense turns into even better offense. I mean, just look at it right here. Maryland coming from behind. They have that matchup and finding Murphy. They used a little bit of a decoy pass down low. You can see at 45 right there, faking like he's going to catch it. Catches the goalie and the defense a little bit off guard. Then Murphy has it. And by the time
Terps taking it a little bit slow, maybe want to give their defense a bit of a break as this goes to Kyle Long. Long coming in, a pass to Kelly. He'll find Chorus. Terps moving the ball around. The former Calvert Hall Cardinal, Daniel Kelly, with it. He's going to turn and pass this off to Chorus. This is Brennan on the far side. Giving it to X, that's Maltz. Maltz coming to the front, a shot and a goal, and Daniel Maltz takes it from back to front with a nice goal there to make it 5-1.
What Maryland does so well offensively, you saw it exactly on that possession. They get the ball around so quickly, the way they just keep on spinning it, spin it, spin it, spin it until you get that matchup you want. When you get the short stick on you at X, that's the most vulnerable position you can be. You see Maltz recognize that, he comes around. You don't have that long stick to get in that shot lane that Maltz has, and that's just an easy turnaround shot, and the goalie isn't even really fully prepared for that at all times because of the defender creating a little bit of a screen. So nice job by Maryland and Maltz.
And Daniel Maltz to give Murphy a rest there. He got stuck back on defense. Kelly coming around. His shot goes wide. He's going to be taken out there right in front of the goal, and a timeout is going to be called. It's Maryland up by 4. Take another look at this hit that Kelly took. Coming right in front of the goal, a big-time shot, but he got up okay. And Maryland leads it 5-1. We're going to step away here on Big Ten Plus. It's always a special event. And with the ball here is Brandon Urksa. He's got a goal already today. Urksa coming around to the front and scoring his second to make it 6-1.
I mean, Richmond, so many opportunities at the front of the net. You see him out shooting Maryland 16-11 on our graphic here. And Maryland has just found their way to get those open looks. Once again, they have that matchup. I don't know how many times I've had to say that here in this broadcast. Maryland's so good at getting the midfielder onto the short stick, and that's just an easy play for these Maryland attackmen.
Yeah, clock at 25 for Richmond. This is Young coming around. His shot, no. Madonna takes it and denied again by McNaney on the near post.
McNaney, in the good old-fashioned term for what's going on, McNaney right here in cage. He's standing on his head, literally like a brick wall.
Here comes this Maryland offense in transition. Jack McDonald. Pass across, finds Murphy, who finds the net. Another goal for him. It's a hat trick, and it's 7-1. And Owen Murphy is making it look very easy out there right now.
58th straight game for this Maryland team dating back to February 2nd, 2019, where they've had a hat trick. And the last Terp to register a hat trick was that championship game. It was Anthony DeMeo. And you see it right here, Murphy. He's going to be one of those guys. Maryland's going to look to be one of those leans. And look at the shot right there, bouncing it. It had a little bit of spin on it, a little bit of English, if you will. And that's a really tough shot to save. I think it is actually. They're using a dummy pass because you see that a lot from lacrosse teams where they do that when you have such good offensive talent.
Chorus, great find, Spanos. Another goal just like that.
And that goal just comes at the recipient of a little bit of ball watching there from Richmond. The wheels starting to come off the track a little bit here. You can see how Chorus with this a really nice find over on that back post, and the man comes and gets free. That's an easy look. We'll take another look at it right here. Chorus is coming down, finding the open man on that back pipe. And
look
that's
at
just
this
too
pass.
easy.
I mean, Chorus finding him coming from behind, setting up a teammate like that. These guys with this Maryland offense, they're not going to miss. 8-1, 30 on the shot clock as he works with Jeff Nugent. Brennan trying to find somebody in the middle. This is Kelly, a shot and a goal, and Daniel Kelly has his first of the year.
Maryland not missing a beat here in half number 2. We've seen a bunch of times in half number 1 where they get the ball to X and come around. They find that guy on the outside edge, and Kelly really just with a perfect shot right there coming from that. So that makes you proud, a Calvert Hall alum right there, Tyler.
Yeah, it's great to see the son of legendary coach Brian Kelly at Calvert Hall. He was also a top 10 recruit. Brennan's going to give it off. That's Kyle Long. Long coming around. His shot finds the net. Make it 10-1. Kyle Long's first.
Maryland all day long. Richmond, you see them, you come down, they have these possessions where they're getting really good opportunities, multiple opportunities. If that, it's scoring on McNaney. McNaney makes one save, then 30 seconds later, Maryland has already found themselves finding the back net. And once again, they found that matchup from behind. You see Long recognizing the short stick on him, coming around. There's not much the short stick can do right there. Very, very vulnerable position. And that's really just the toughest place to be in the entire sport. And to take shots like that, we haven't seen them get those dink and dunks right on the crease, which Maryland has got a bunch of in this game.
This is Outpaw. That one knocked away. That's Geppert who knocks it loose, and now he's going to take it into the offensive zone. He scored earlier, and now he's got an assist. Murphy buries it to make it 11-1.
Flawless execution of the transition there, Maryland. You get that fast break. Geppert, you coming down at the point position, then you have Murphy who sets up on the point. Usually you go one pass, then you can find either one more cross crease or you can find one below. But you look at it right here, you see Geppert, great job forcing the turnover here and just running. I mean, this is an offensive-minded player. He gets Murphy. He has an option down low, but he decides just to rip the shot. Richmond not expecting it. And Murphy, he's been fantastic.
Back to Long. Can he make something happen? This is Maltz. Here's a long pole shot at a goal on the far side there. That's Jack McDonald to make it 12-1.
Everything is going Maryland's way right now. When you got the long pole coming in from that top point position and ripping a shot in the low point, that's actually a really difficult save to make if you're a goalie. So this is just really good by Maryland. They spin the ball around so much until they finally get that opening on the far and outside area, and that's just a perfect shot. And we've said perfect shot for Maryland so many times today. When they've got their shot on goal, they've made it nearly impossible to save.